Welcome to the app. Once connected, we're told to check the preferences to pick our name and other settings. So we'll choose player 1 from the simulator, and I'll choose player 2 from my phone. We'll pop in our choice for the name. We're still editing, so we can't hit ready yet, but when we check off on the name editing, then we can. We're going to also change the board rank to make the board a little bit bigger and allow for a more complex game. We hit ready. As player 1, we have to make a choice. We can either load a saved game or create a new one. So we'll try creating a new one first. Now we're waiting on player 2, the challenger. Once player 2 arrives, we can see the player 2 name gets updated. It's coming. Rover. Okay, so now it's our turn since we're player 1. So we can go. The game state is updated in the red text, so we know whose turn it is. But the names are also highlighted with the appropriate colors. Once the game is over, the alert notifies us that the loser will go first the next game. Until our opponent is also ready, we can see the board with the win streak highlighted in yellow. So our opponent is just going to hit ready on their screen for the next game. And now it will be Rover's move first since Rover lost the previous game. When we are interested, we can check the player scores. The scores are kept in Firebase and will reflect the entire history of these two player names. So far, there's only one game between John and Rover. During this next game, I cannot change any preferences like user names or the size of the board. However, I can change the colors of the discs. So I'm going to show how that would work. After we get a few moves in first. So we'll go over back to the prefs, change John's color, maybe green, not too bright. Change Rover's color, yellow, and we can see that the colors get updated. And the names are highlighted. If we don't like the colors, we can go back and we can hit Restore Default Colors. I kind of like the default colors that I set up, so I'll just restore those, and then we can continue playing. This game will soon be over, and then we can check the game history and see that it's behaving properly and updated itself. And Rover won this one, so now it's going to be John's move next since he lost. We can see the win streak is highlighted. Check history. Now John won one and Rover won the second one. And we can't mess around with the preferences once the game has gotten going on app launch. We can check game info, which just brings us to my GitHub site, which for now is pretty straightforward and simple. And we can keep playing. But I also want to show that I can bring back a saved game, since that's what I've spent probably the majority of my time working on here. So this is a new app launch, 2 new names, Xavier and Fred. Xavier's going to hit ready to play, and he's going to load a saved game. And we can see that the two moves from the save game are brought back. We're waiting for opponent to get the restored game. Fred's got it, and now it's our turn, and we can continue to keep playing. Once this game is over, same deal. Loser moves first next time. Once our opponent hits ready, we're off to the races once again. And we can keep going.